One man profoundly affected by the nightclub shooting is local state representative Carlos Guillermo Smith. He's of Peruvian descent and a gay Democrat, and every day he puts on a rainbow-colored lapel pin to remind himself to be an agent for change. Are you able to articulate what you're feeling in here right now?
It's hard because I've been asked so many times, how are things different? Well, everything's different. How? I'm not really sure. I know that I'm different. I know that I'm not the same person that I was before June 12, 2016. And I say that in a good way. I think the Orlando community overall has certainly permanently been changed, but how has the community been changed is the question. From my observation, the community is stronger, the community is closer together, more resilient, but also this community in Orlando is less willing to tolerate bigotry and homophobia.
That said, though, how much farther do you think this community has to go to get to a place where you're comfortable with everything?
Well, there's nothing that can be done will bring the lives back of the 49 who were taken. So the question is that after everything that has happened to this community, what can we do to make a real difference, to prevent things like this from ever happening again? We honor the 49, we remember the 49. We are supporting those who survived this horrific tragedy. But how are we honoring the 49 with action is the real question. What are we doing to have our voices heard? And what are we demanding to make sure that a tragedy like this doesn't happen ever again? Well, I think every year when we come to June 12th and we call it Orlando United Day, Pulse Remembrance Day, we know what happened here on June 12, 2016, but we also know how the community came together, and we know how we all stood together in solidarity against hatred and against bigotry and against all phobias, against homophobia and transphobia, but also against xenophobia and Islamophobia. I think on that day and in the days that followed, Orlando really showed the country and the world who we were, and I'm proud of that. And I know that the rest of the Orlando community is proud of that.
We hope you've enjoyed this hour of discussion and dialogue, and we hope you see it as a source of empowerment and strength. Orlando became stronger over the past year, but not without the help of so many. From the residents and businesses here in the Milk District to the worldwide support we received, we couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. Whether you helped in some personal way, like knitting a quilt or painting a mural, or took on the tireless effort to lead the city through the worst mass shooting on U.S. soil in recent history, you made Orlando stronger. Thank you for continuing to share love, for standing up to hate, and for embracing the diversity that makes this city and this community one of the best places to live anywhere. Good night.